Okay, Chris, here's today's social media Java. To get traffic or not to get traffic? Numbers, how important are they?
The number, as a metric, very important, right? First thing though, it's people, not traffic. If you start thinking about people in terms of numbers and what they can do for you and fixate on that, then you're going down the wrong avenue. What you have to do is treat people as people. First of all, you have to engage them as human beings. Use your humanity to engage them. Allow people to connect to you as a person. And see each visitor as a person and treat them that way. So treat people as they want to be treated. So that's number one. We're not talking about traffic as being just numbers. I am not a number. I'm a free man. The next thing is, don't unnecessarily compare yourself against other people, because your audience is going to be unique to you. Just because you see somebody else getting 10,000 visitors a day doesn't mean you're a failure if you get 100 visitors a day. Because if you're engaging with them, then they're going to reward you more than somebody who gets 10,000 visitors who don't really care.
Right.
So when I started out, I could still make a living even though I had a subscriber list of only 1,000. And I made that list quite quickly. But getting the list and engaging them are two different things. You have to keep people loyal. You have to engage them over a long period of time, get them to know, like, and trust you. But I still made a good living because out of that list, I was getting like 90% open rates on my emails. Whereas I knew people with the 10,000 list who were getting like 5-10% open rates. So they almost balance out. If I can get out of my 1,000 list enough people to buy for me to have a good living, then I don't need to have a mega list. And then when I actually grow it and I keep that engagement, that's when magic things happen. So if you're not making money with AdSense, if you're not making money by actually getting paid to send people away, if you make a decent amount of margin on each sale, then you don't need a big list, you don't need big traffic. What you need is engagement. You need people to know, like, and trust you. You need to build that relationship. So I started out by selling consulting and coaching. So the individual sale value is much higher than the 25 cents I could have got from AdSense. And so that's what you've got to think about. How are you building your audience? Where's the traffic coming from? What are they interested in? And how are you monetizing? And you can't start with the money. You have to start with the engagement. Go to your community and become a really valuable person. Do the long-term stuff, the valuable stuff over the long term, which gets you a positive reputation. Then you don't need the mega traffic. You become a go-to person, and that's so much nicer, much more fun.
Well, I think there's two examples that we have, and I'm going to use myself as an example, and our buddy Shane. Now, Shane's got tcgeeks.com, and he gets a monster load of traffic, but he also keeps engaged with them fairly good. Well, here, play this. So he keeps fairly engaged with this community. He has one thing I think he's committing social suicide on, but no comment left behind. So he tries to keep care of everybody. And myself, I have like 150, 200 people come to my blog, which is very niche, specific to SolidWorks, which is an engineering three-dimensional CAD program. I would say that through his blog and my blog, we're pretty close and equal in monetization, but because I have people, because of my small number of people, but they're very dedicated to what they're doing and they make their living off of it, they're willing to spend on it. Now, with Shane, he's got something a lot broader, and because it's more broad, he's kind of got to do broad brushstrokes. Myself, I can be specific, but in the end, we're both making money just with a different concept. So you don't, like Chris was saying, you don't need numbers, you need passion, you need to connect with people, and it works for me. So that's all I got.